So it's been a long time since we've seen Phantom Assasin, and wait a minute, they're already running it down on the Dragon Knight without giving a crap on the first wave. The reason why they do this is because both the Phantom Assasin and the Treant Protector knows that is the win condition for this lane, as their level 1 is stronger than the enemies. The amount of aggression in this lane is going to be intense, as the DK and Hoodwink will eventually win the lane if they are given free creep XP and gold. This kind of play is hard to make, as you have to be very aggressive in the lane early on, and that is why we learn today from a rank 36 Phantom Assasin. Immediately after being aggressive, the Radiant now has a double wave on their hand, which means that the lane is most certainly pushing to the dire tier 1 tower. Watch how the PA plays the lane when the creeps runs near the red zone. As the Treant went for the small camp pool, what he does in the lane is just constantly aggro the creep wave from the red zone. By doing so, he makes sure that the Hoodwink support will be in a position where he can be seen, and when the Hoodwink goes for the right-click harassment, he will be punished by the creeps hitting him, and this is by far one of the cleanest way to play the lane. And just by constantly pulling the creeps to his side, they manage to catch the Hoodwink out of position, and from that Q they are able to stay ahead in lane and levels and XP, and is able to pressure the Dragon Knight by denying the incoming double wave or triple wave of army. This will definitely piss off any offlaners. 5 minutes in and the nighttime came by, and the enemy Pause 5 Lion decides to gank bottom, which leaves the PA on low health. They took his support's life and he was forced to teleport out, which made him miss a creep wave or two. Luckily the Treant was able to teleport back there to salvage the lane and secure a little bit of XP and gold. Soon after, the mid storm made a good rotation to gank bottom to prevent the offlane Dragon Knight from abusing the catapult wave any longer. The gank was successful, and this will secure the tower until the Dragon Knight hits level 6 or when the next catapult wave arrives. A few minutes later, the Timbersaw made a good rotation on the PA and managed to make his life difficult by killing him. But just because you are suffering does not mean that the opponent is having a good lane as well. This only means that the superstar of the early to mid game is based on a Night Stalker and Storm to make plays for the PA. After PA respawned, the Storm was already waiting for him as he planned to jump on the Dragon Knight with fresh level 6 Dragon form. They tried their hardest to kill the Dragon Knight, but the Dire was able to rescue him within time with TP from the Hoodwink and Timbersaw. The result of that was actually an even trade, as PA is able to farm the bottom lane uncontested for a while because the DK needs to regen his HP back at the fountain. So even with his dragon form up, the DK was pushed further back on his timing. One of the easiest mistakes to spot here is that you can see the PA casually hitting creep, and you can see in the map that his team is having a team fight. You can spot that the DK is there in the mid lane and he was forced to use his dragon form as well. But the enemy still died, which means that the PA will get even more space for the next minute. 20 seconds passed by and the Timbersaw ended up spawning and teleporting to the bottom lane and forced the PA to TP home. So he ran back to the bottom lane from the fountain and continued farming there until he receives his Battle Fury. Once his Battle Fury is up, he is just farming and chill with it and watching his team running around the map. Do not try to do too much as a carry, especially when you just hit your Battle Fury. As the PA was clearing out the jungle as his farming pattern, his team was fighting near him at the mid lane. I've said before that you do not need to force yourself to join fights, but there will always come a time where the game will test you. He sees that the DK is at the back line with low HP and he tried to finish him, but things did not turn in his favor, and this is where he has his second and last death of the game. From this point onward, he will become the main character of the enemy and make all the right moves. After his spawn, he TP'd to the top tier 1 tower. With Battle Fury on PA, you want to abuse the Ancients as much as possible to work towards your next item. After clearing his Ancients, his team was fighting near him, so he tagged along for the ride and managed to get 2 support kills. What you can learn here is if the fights are on the way, you can make the enemy become part of your farming pattern as well. 19 minutes in and the fights are going to be tough with all the stuns from the enemy, so she is solely prioritizing to get her BKB for the next fight and hopefully before the Roche. You can actually copy his farming pattern and apply it to your own rank games. So this right here is actually a good example of the Radiant making the right jump, as the DK greedily TP'd mid alone while his teammate was still killing Roche. Once the PA has his BKB and shard, he is ready to fight and take on any challengers, and that is where you can call out for smokes as you are ready. The fight started immediately as I see the Dire running around the mid lane. Take note of the PA's positioning and who he is prioritizing in the team fight. He aimed for the Lion first, into backing off and kiting the Medusa as she has Aegis, and there she sees backup coming in. The PA initially wanted to burst on the Timber, but he manages to Timber Chain far away, and that is where he immediately switches his focus to the Dragon Knight. The reason why he aims tanky heroes is because he has BKB and shard, and that is where you want to commit huge damage on tanky heroes. As the fight went on and the BKB starts to wear down, he starts to kite around and wait for his cooldown to jump back in and kills the Timbersaw and the Medusa. This next part, we can see that the DK died because he got caught and the Radiant wants to take advantage for a 5v4 team fight. The Storm jumps and commits his BKB to kill the Lion, which allows the Night Stalker and the PA to get more information to jump the backlines. The Night Stalker gave very good vision and the PA first target was a Hoodwink, which then turned to the Timbersaw and then everyone else. The reason why he focuses on support first is mainly because of his Aghanim Scepter, which allows him to reset all of his ability, which means more insane damage in the end. Not only that, the blur makes it annoying for the enemy to find him in the middle of the team fight as well. After they caught the Medusa and Lion, they managed to secure the Roche, and the PA did a very aggressive TP to the outpost and went to fight the Timbersaw head on, and he wins in the end because his team eventually arrived in time. Like and subscribe if you liked the video. Bye!